Today on the channel, I'm going to tell you about the worst guitar trade that I ever made and how I'm seeking redemption almost 35 years later. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to tell you about the worst guitar trade that I ever made. At the time I thought it was okay, and over the years I have come to just regret this decision, and it haunts me. And you know, we've all made really stupid trades throughout the years. At least I think we have. Every musician I talk to talks about, oh, I should have never got rid of this 1969 Junior that I had, or whatever the case is. And I've got a few bad trades under my belt, so to speak, as we all do. And I think I've even got a video up there about guitars that I wish I hadn't traded, gear that I let go. I should do another video because I've thought of some other stuff since I released that last video. But anyway, today I want to talk about this Gibson Explorer E2 that I got rid of back in 1990, 89, 1990, somewhere around that time frame. Now, I paid, with hard shell case, I got this guitar used for probably like $600–700, maybe $550. So guitars were a lot cheaper back then, obviously, and it was an E2. So I always thought, well, it's an E2, it's not really a real Explorer, and but it was beautiful. It had a flame top. It had, I believe it had gold hardware. I've got a picture of it somewhere in my college dorm when I was a freshman, and I can't find it. I've looked everywhere for it. But anyways, back in those days, everything was done with film, and you had to get it developed, and pictures are rare. So yeah. Anyway, I traded that E2 Explorer in for this DigiTech DSP 128, and this is an effects processor that does flange, chorus, delay, and reverb, and it still works. I just plugged this thing in, and it started to smoke. I think the battery compartment or something. It literally started to smoke. It smells it smells terrible. But it still works, and I can't bring myself to get rid of it because of that stupid trade that I did. But anyway, I traded the guitar for this processor at a music store, and they ripped me off, man. They saw a 19-year-old kid coming in, I guess, and effects processors back then were kind of expensive because it was the new technology, and I really put this thing to use. I probably did 500 home recordings with this baby, and it really helped me out. So I got a lot of use out of it. So I guess in hindsight, it helped me along the way as far as home production and recording. So what I got out of this was invaluable. But nevertheless, I wish I had my E2. So let's talk about how I'm going to seek redemption. Am I buying another E2? Hell no. Those things are like $4,000. I'm not buying an Explorer for $4,000. There's just no way I'm doing that, right? But I was looking online just to see, and first of all, this online, you can get them for like 45 bucks. Okay, so I'll show a picture of this thing online. My first search I found this morning before I did this video was of this unit, and $45, okay? So never trade guitars for digital equipment or synthesizers, things like that. They don't hold their value. Never do it. Okay, that's just my advice. Hang on to your guitars. If you trade up and get a good price. Buy low, trade high, like stocks, okay? So now I looked up E2 Explorers. There's one at Guitar Center that's in pretty decent shape that looks a lot like the one that I had. They're about $3,800. This one at Guitar Center is pretty nice, but still not willing to pay that for an Explorer. Just because they're kind of rare, and probably guys out there in the same boat as I am with nostalgia wanting the E2s. Reverb, we're looking at around the same price, $3,900. There's a pretty nice one on Reverb that I found today that looked very similar to the one that I had. So, these These guitars look good online. I don't think by any stretch that it's worth that kind of money. I guess it's worth it if it's worth whatever anybody's willing to pay for them. And due to rarity and limited runs and finishes, maybe that's what drives the price up of these things. But I never see anybody playing an E2 Explorer. So anyways, that's the going price. So what I've been looking at now for, I would say 5 months, there's, I hate to say it, but you know, I shop around on eBay and I look at fake guitars, you know, and I like modifying guitars. I don't try to ever fake anybody out, or I just like to work on guitars and find deals and putter around. But I was looking at this Explorer on eBay, and take a look at this one. So this one on eBay, it had been around $275 forever, $280, like $50, $60 shipping, which wasn't bad. And I kept offering them, you know, to sell it to me for $200, $210, and the offers would always get declined. Well, then recently the price of this guitar went up to around $350, $360, somewhere in that range. I'll show you the pictures. And I thought, oh my God, things are going up, you know. And I don't know if it's the tariffs or, you know, what's going on, if it's the new year. But the price jumped a lot. So I was like, oh, that sucks. You know, I've been looking at this thing for 5 months, and now the price has gone up almost $100. So I offered, you know, $250. I threw them a $250 offer on it, and they accepted it. So I bought this guitar, right? And I got it. The shipping was $90. And I didn't see that the shipping, I didn't pay attention. I thought the shipping was still around 50, 35 to 50 bucks, but the shipping went up to like 90. But I don't have to pay import fees according to the notes on this thing if I pay $100 shipping. So I paid $90, $95 shipping. So after tax, we're looking at like $378, which was, it's a little high for what I was wanting to spend. But I mean, I guess if it comes in and it's decent, you know, I'll be really happy. I really like instant gratification, so I was holding off on this guitar for a long time because it was always like 2 to 3 months out for the build, and I like stuff like I want it in a week. I don't want to wait for it. I want to shoot a video on it and share it with everybody. So I'm doing this video early because expected arrival date on this is the end of April, right? I'm going to be mowing my yard by the time this guitar arrives. It's the end of winter right now, so I'll be breaking out the lawnmower here before much longer. So hopefully I'll be distracted by yard work and landscaping and forget about this guitar, but I wanted to share it with you. And I'm going to do this one really cool. I'm going to put some pickups in it, and I want your help, some suggestions. What do you think I should put in this guitar? I was thinking Pearly Gates. I love the Pearly Gates pickups. You know, I've done Burstbucker 2s and Classic 57s and a lot of stuff. I'm kind of getting bored with that because I've got so many guitars, and you know, I love Gibson, so I've got a lot of Gibson stuff. And even though this is going to be kind of a Gibson copy, obviously, you know, I want to do something a little bit different. Maybe put some DiMarzios in it, some super distortions perhaps. So give me some ideas, some thoughts. I'm going to definitely do new switches, new pots, Grover tuners, like mini Grovers on this thing. I'm going to do this right and take some suggestions, and when I get it, I'll unbox it for you and show a complete renovation all in one video. We'll do that coming up here in, you know, a couple months, maybe sooner. I look at it every day and to see maybe they're shipping it early, because sometimes these companies get stuff done early and they ship it out. So the sooner the better, because I'm chomping at the bit. But this is going to be my fake E2 Explorer, sort of, right? I wonder what they're going to put on the headstock. I kind of hope they don't put anything on the headstock. I don't want this to be a super fake. You know, I'm not trying to fake anybody out, but I'm just happy that it looks pretty. Hopefully the fretwork is okay and it plays decent, so I can put some hot pickups in it and some nice tuners. But I wanted to share it with you. This is my redemption for getting rid of my E2 for this stupid effects processor. And you know, all these years later, I'm gonna soup this baby up. Hopefully it feels good and the neck is good, because if the neck's good, then you know, it'll be bang on. I can get it dialed in just right, more than likely. And I just wanted to share it with you. Let me know, pickup suggestions, You know, any other suggestions that you're thinking of? You know, of course, pot switches, stuff like that I'm going to do. Let me know in the comments and tell me, is there anything that you've traded or gotten rid of that you regret to this day? And what have you done about it? Are you gonna, did you ever find your old guitar back? Did you buy something to replace it? Are you still looking? Anyway, hope you all having a great day. Hope you like this kind of content. If you do, please consider subscribing, comment below, and as always, have a great day. Peace out.